hungry.
We could order pizza.
Okay.
I was super
Hi, I'd like to
surprised.
place
I'm a
an
big
order.
brother watching me.
I'd like a small pizza with extra cheese and pepperoni. And for pickup. Thank you.
Jamie, what do you do to your pies awesome to make them so tasty?
Stay tuned to find out because
Education Today starts now.
Welcome to Education Today. I'm Elena Pitzer of Ford City High School in the Armstrong School District. In every town, there's a staple, something that's familiar with every resident. In Ford City, that staple is the pizzeria, the oldest pizza shop in Armstrong County that has been through some major changes since it started its business in 1958. First located where Citizens Bank currently stands, Joe Costanzo, known appropriately as Pizza Joe, moved a location to Eddie Canya's grocery store on 11th Street. Deb and Bill Cousins bought the shop in 1978, where everything but the telephone number changed. In 2012, Richard and Janice Wakefield took over the shop that their daughter Jamie Thompson manages. Today, there have been several new and exciting additions to the pizzeria. Tonight, we welcome Jamie Thompson and Deb Cousins to give us some behind-the-scenes information about the award-winning pizza shop. Welcome to Education Today. Would you please introduce yourselves and give a brief background of your professional experience?
I'm Jamie Thompson. I manage the pizzeria right now. I started back a couple years ago, we'll say. As I was 16, they were my first employees, Deb and Bill Cousins. Mm-hmm. So that was my work experience being taught by them. So.
And I'm Debbie Cousins. My husband and I started a business back in 1978 and continued until he
and they were self-taught too.
Yes, we were self-taught. Yes.
They started from scratch.
All right.
Correct.
Who was the previous owner?
Joe Costanzo was the previous owner.
Who started this business and why?
Well, he originally started a business and we bought it off of him, my husband and I.
What prompted you to enter the pizza business?
My husband, we had lived up the street and my husband had said he wanted to buy that shop. And I said, it'll never sell. Well, sure enough, 2 months later, it sold and we started it.
How long has the pizzeria been in operation?
The pizzeria itself has been there since 1958.
So 56 years.
Yeah, it's been 56 years.
Oh, really? Is the history of your business connected with your family?
No.
How did you come up with the company name?
We tried to keep it the same as it was originally when Pizza Joe had it, so it wouldn't confuse people.
How has the company advanced over the years since you've owned it?
We've had different things. We had the pizza, then we changed it, didn't change it, added breadsticks, and we had added hoagies at one time. And we had tables in there and jukeboxes and pinball machines and fish tanks, just different things, and changed different things throughout the year.
Why did you sell the business?
I was just getting a little bit too overwhelmed because my partner had passed away, my husband. So I needed some help and I couldn't do it on my own, so.
All right. How have the recipes changed since over the years?
Well, the recipe really hasn't changed. What changes is the manufacturers, if you have to change or if they have to change yourself. It doesn't change. The recipe didn't change. It's just,
Brand names might change.
Yeah, brand names might change, that's it.
Okay. What sets you apart from other pizza places in the area?
We basically customize anything that you want. Like, there's a lot of customers we have every Friday that order a pizza for 4:30, 5:30, light crust, easy on the sauce, extra pepperoni, and sometimes they'll forget to tell people on the phone. And between me and Deb, you take so many orders, you start learning people's orders, and you're like, either you call them back or we just make it the way that we know they like it. So instead of having it in the computer, because we don't have a POS system, I always joke around that we are the POS system between me and her. Like, we start memorizing, which is horrible because I never thought I'd be like that. But because we always picked on Deb when we were younger, but I've now noticed I'm starting to follow suit with a lot of stuff. So,
All right. Okay, thank you very much. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back with Armstrong School District's Education Today. When we return, we will be talking more with Jamie Thompson and Deb Cousins of the Pizzeria. Stick around.
Hello, I'm Cindy McCrae, Director of Arc Manor Addiction Recovery Center. Arc Manor is committed to confidential quality services 24 hours a day, including fully licensed residential, partial hospital, and outpatient treatment programs. With 39 years of experience in addiction treatment, Arc Manor puts an emphasis on the needs of special populations including women, co-occurring disorders, and adolescents. For more information, call 724-548-7607 or 800-323-1333. Brought to you by the Armstrong Indiana Drug-Free Communities Coalition.
Before I came to IUP, I had no idea what college would be like or what role I would play or where I'd be in the future. But when I came to IUP, everything changed. I met people who really made me feel like I belonged. I had great classes at a great nationally ranked university. Hi, my name is Megan Miller. I'm a fine arts major, and this is my university.
Vince Mercury, Executive Director of The Open Door. Worried, scared, confused, not sure where to turn for help? The Open Door, a behavioral health organization, has a full range of addiction counseling services and mental health crisis intervention services which may be able to help. Call 724-465-2605 or 1-877-333-2470. The Open Door, steps towards hope, courage, and recovery. Brought to you by the Armstrong Indiana Drug-Free Communities Coalition.
We're back with Armstrong School District's Education Today. We're talking with Jamie Thompson and Deb Cousins from the Pizzeria. How did your family come to the decision to buy the pizza shop and why?
When I started back, I can't remember, it was what year? 2010. I went back to help Deb out, and I wanted a second job to get out of the house. And unfortunately, Bill passed away that same time frame, and we all pitched in for about a year and a half. A lot of us kids picked up on certain things, and finally Deb came to all of us before she even put the pizzeria on the market and told all of us, and everybody was devastated. So I went to my dad, and he always wanted to have a business. He's come up with some crazy ideas. He wanted to sell candles. He wanted to have a Jiffy Lube. No. So I said, hey, Deb wants to sell the pizza shop. At this point, I wasn't happy at my job that I was at that point. So, and I was just joking when I told him about it too. And he finally was thinking about it, and 3 days later he came up, are you serious that you want to do this? I'm like, okay, and then she even asked, are you serious? Do you want to do this?
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, and it is a lot of work, but I love it, because I'm my own boss. I mean, even though my dad's my boss, I'm still the boss, and we have fun there. And then even Deb, this past year, I used to have to work 6 days a week, but now she has it, so she works my Sundays, and we have Sunday and Monday off, so that helps out a lot. And she still is working, is in there, and she only has to walk out the door to get to her job, so that's why we decided, though.
Why did you decide to keep the original name?
Same thing like Deb said, why change something that's very good? I'm not changing the name. Everybody knows what the pizzeria is. I think the community would have been devastated if I changed anything. Like I had to promise that I wasn't even changing the dough or the sauce or the cheese. So no, we weren't going to change it.
What are some changes you've made to the place since you've purchased it?
We've added. I always have projects. We add new pizzas. The first one was Strombolis, which Deb said they wouldn't sell. I remember that because we tried to sell them while she owned the shop. But and surprisingly, they took off, and we're doing really good on that. I always have new pizzas in the making. Right now, we have a Reuben that's out there now, Reuben pan. I have a couple other ones that I have that I'm not going to say anything about, but they're going to be interesting new pizzas, different. But other than that, we haven't changed or added a lot to it. It's just maintaining is what I try to do to make it the right quality. And
All right. What are some things you've kept when the ownership changed?
definitely the dough recipe. I was taught when I was 18 by Deb how to make dough, so which was good. So as soon as we took over, I was able to go and make dough myself again. So dough didn't change. We try to keep the cheese consistent. Believe it or not, you get a different brand name, people know immediately that it's not the same cheese and you change something. So I fight every week to keep the same cheese from our distributor, and sauce is the same too. So like everything, we try to keep everything the same.
Okay. Have you considered expanding your business to other areas, and if so, where?
Me, no. But I have several people in the shop that would like to expand to like into the IUP area and Butler areas and stuff like that. But we're not at that point yet at all. But you can never say no. So.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about creating social media to advertise your business?
We do have a website, thepizzeria.com, that has like coupons on it, our menus, history, stuff like that on it. And we also have the Facebook page where I'll randomly put up like specials or, push, like we have pierogi pizza during Lent, like I would throw up when we were having that and stuff like that. So.
Do you have any daily, weekly specials, and if so, what are they?
Yes, we have several different specials. Our daily special always is the Bad Boy special, which is the 2 larges. You get 1 topping in each for $24.69 plus tax. But then we have weekly different specials on different days. And I mean, this is, Bill and Deb have created this and we just kept it the same. Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's all free vegetable toppings. Wednesday, Sundays, all toppings are half price. And then on Friday and Saturday, you get 1 free topping on any size, single size pizza. So.
What are your top selling items? Describe the most popular idea.
Obviously pizza is our top selling item. It depends on the time of year because we'll go through a lot of tomatoes, which is really weird, like spring, summer, but then once fall hits, we don't sell a lot of tomatoes, and people go through, like if it's hot out, they'll want a lighter pizza. When it's colder out, they want like lots of meat. There's like, oh my goodness. So, I mean, I guess pepperoni and mushrooms are our biggest seller on the pizza. We go through a lot of pepperoni and a lot of mushrooms, so.
Have you failed at anything you've tried to change or improve over the last couple years?
Absolutely. But you have to do that so you learn from your mistake and you fix it and you don't do it again. Like, I've failed at everything in my life, but I don't, it actually helps you more than it hurts you, so.
Great. Do you have any secret recipes, and if so, what are they for?
I would say our dough would be one, because Doris, Bill's mother, and Bill spent a month or 2 perfecting and adding things to get the dough just the way it is. So our dough is our secret recipe, because I think a lot of businesses do like frozen dough or prefab shells. They use screens to put their pizzas on. We don't do that. We actually physically slide the pizzas onto the hearth bake stone and bake it that way, which is tricky, especially on high humid days like today's going to be. And you'll end up getting a football pizza once in a while, which the employees love because then they get to eat it. So.
And the garlic sauce.
Oh yeah, the garlic sauce, that's always
It
in a pan.
It was a special for him to look for.
Yeah.
Are you the only manager, or are there others?
Well, Deb is a manager on Sundays, and then I do it the rest of the week, so there's both of us. There's a couple people that would like to be manager there, but no.
Okay. Can you explain the different jobs you perform in this line of work?
I perform a lot of jobs in this line of work. Like last night, we were so busy, I call it blowing my whistle, because I have to call her and I'm like, are you home? She's like, yeah. So she comes in, and then we know at that point I can be 3 different people running around, making sure everybody's doing their stuff, but I'm still working. So I do a lot of things there.
Do you have any creative goals or ideas for the pizzeria that you hope to accomplish in the future?
I always have ideas. Nothing real big right now. Just I have like a lineup of different types of pizzas. I'd like to have like 12 pizzas for the whole year. Like every month we break out a new pizza. I'm not up. I probably have about 10 right now that I'm working on. So that would be my biggest thing now.
Okay. We're going to take one more short break and be right back with Armstrong School District's Education Today.
I'm Indiana County Sheriff Bob Fyhawk. We are all proud of Indiana County, but we must be worried about the negative growth of drugs and alcohol abuse. It is the responsibility of all of us, parents, teachers, and community leaders, to provide the best possible education to our youth in the prevention of drug and alcohol abuse. The law is a deterrent, but education is still our best protection. Help keep Indiana safe and drug-free. For more information on how to talk to your kids about drugs and alcohol, go to the abovetheinfluence.com, brought to you by the Armstrong, Indiana Drug-Free Communities Coalition.
Before I came to IUP, I had no idea what college would be like or what role I would play or where I'd be in the future. But when I came to IUP, everything changed. I met people who really made me feel like I belonged. I had great classes at a great nationally ranked university. Hi, my name is Megan Miller. I'm a fine arts major, and this is my university.
Hi, I'm Jen McCroskey. I'm a prevention specialist with the Armstrong Indiana Clarion Drug and Alcohol Commission. Hey parents, put your drug knowledge to the test. Attend a free teen scene program. Learn about signs and symptoms of drug use and abuse, current drug trends, resources for help, and view a large display of items where drugs can be hidden. For more information, call 724-354-2746, extension 309 to schedule a program today. Brought to you by the Armstrong, Indiana Drug-Free Communities Coalition.
And we're back with Education Today. We have been speaking with Jamie Thompson and Deb Cousins about the pizzeria, a Ford City classic. Some of our students were able to visit the pizzeria to learn the process of making an award-winning pizza. Let's see what they discovered.
The Pizzeria, a Ford City staple for over 50 years. The mouth-watering aroma that encompasses you as you walk through the door has you salivating for the perfectly crispy crust, the balanced sauce, and a treasure trove of toppings.
Walking into the shop, the manager, Jamie Thompson, welcomes you like a family.
Today, we are lucky enough to get a behind-the-scenes look at the award-winning pizza. The beginning mix with water takes about 15 to 20 minutes to make. Every employee knows how to make the yeast mix, but only Deb and Jamie physically make the dough. There's a secret scoop that no one really knows how much flour goes into the dough. If someone packs the flour, the dough will be hard. Oil is added to make the crust crispy and brown. You must know when to throw the flour in exactly. Too much flour will make the dough hard, and too little will make it soft and sticky. Everything must be picked up on the bottom. The dough takes about 3 to 4 minutes to finish.
Jamie has been making dough since she was 18. Next, cut and measure the dough balls. Each size of pizza has its own weight. Next, you ball and knead the dough. Each dough ball gets put in a bowl of flour. This process is important in the summer because the dough balls will get stuck in the bags and become sticky. Next, you ball and bag the dough. Every employee knows how to do this. Next, the bags go into trays. There is a certain amount of balls that fit into each tray, depending on the size of the pizza. The balls fit into the trays like a puzzle, so they don't expand. The trays are then put into the freezer for a short amount of time to slow down the yeast process. After 1 to 2 hours in the freezer, the dough balls are put in the fridge till use. When time to use, the dough balls are taken out of the fridge and put into flour. Next, you roll it out like an X. Every so often, you put more flour onto it. Make sure you have the right size of pizza ordered. Workers learn sizes fast or compare them to the pizza boxes. When putting sauce on the pizza, you want to get it close to the edge but not too close. Too much sauce will cause the ingredients to slide off. The pizzeria grates their cheese themselves. Since cheese is their most expensive item, they weigh it. They use about 7 to 8 36-pound cases a week. There's no limit for toppings as long as there's no holes in the pizza. Sausage is the hardest topping to put on a pizza because it likes to fall off. Next, you slide the pizza in the oven. Depending on the toppings, that's how long you leave it in for. Check the pizza frequently. When the bottom gets brown, turn it. Depending on the size is how you cut the pizza. Rock the cutter back and forth in an X formation. Make sure you cut it completely through.
And there you have it, Ford City's tastiest pizza.
Well, that's our show for today. I'd like to thank our guests, Jamie Thompson and Deb Cousins of the Pizzeria, for giving up their busy schedule to talk to us about the history and what happens behind the scenes at the Pizzeria. Our thanks go out to the TV production students of Ford City High School, led by their teacher, Mrs. Catherine Gibbon. They were our film crew today. Please join us again next week for another look at Armstrong School District. Visit our website for updated information about the district and have a great week.